Today, we're in Dry Creek Valley in Sonoma, having Zinfandel. Let's get it. Welcome to Wine Still of the Week, where I go find a bottle that's under $20 that's punched above its weight class. I can't wait to get into this wine today. Till next time, cheers. Hey, what up, y'all? We're back for another one. It is the end of the week. I cannot wait to get into this wine with you. Just a heads up, it's the end of Publishers Week on Grapes and Sand newsletter. So please, if you haven't subscribed so you get the end of that. But we're going to be starting with Wine Week very soon in the next couple days. And so just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that. But I have more to come about that at the end of this video. So stay tuned. But first, let's get into the wine. Let's talk about the wine. I feel like it's been a while since I've done a Zinfandel, so I'm very happy to be able to do this today. Today we're talking about the 2023 Lazar Dry Creek Valley, Sonoma County Zinfandel 2023. So let's see about this, all right? I'm always looking for a good Zinfandel. I'll tell you the thing I look for in Zinfandel. A lot of people like the redder fruit Zinfandel. For me, I want the darker ones. I'm more on I like the blue fruit Zinfandel, a little bit darker fruit. I like structured Zinfandel with a little where tannins don't have to be big because they normally aren't for the grape itself. Natural tannins are not that high for the grape itself, but I do want them to be higher to where it's more structured and maybe you can age a little bit. Also like the idea of a little bit more acid to kind of elevate some of the lushness of the fruit that you normally get from a Zinfandel. And that's pretty much it. I want a little bit more acid, I want a little bit more tannin, and I want some structure. So anyway, with that being said, let's get into this to see if it's offering what I'm looking for. On the nose. First thing that's jumping out of the glass at me is red cherry. I know that's kind of like a normal thing that comes in red wine, but this is definitely like a different type of red cherry, very, very pure, very deep. I'm also getting a little spice too. Now there's like a secondary of raspberry here too, so this is more red fruit forward. You expect that with Zinfandel. I just was hoping that I get a little blue fruit, so thus far I have not gotten any, and I did just open it, so like hopefully let me swirl it and see if I can, if there's any that pops up. I'm getting leather here. New car leather though, more like, brand new car leather. Almost candied plum. I don't know how else to describe it. I'm getting like a little bit of like a candied plum here. Yeah, and a little bit of spice, like it's something exotic too, like more like a cardamom spice. Let's go ahead and taste it and see if everything's translated to the palate. Wine Still of the Week will be right back. Check out my online store, fruitandglassgear.etsy.com, where all the gear is wine inspired. I would think you'll love it. It's comfortable, and just check it out. Cheers, guys. Now back to the show. Maybe we have a winner here. I must say, this is rather good. This is very well structured. All right, let's have some fun, guys. All right, let's go. That's what we're talking about. All right, let's get into it. Give me a second, I'm going to drink a little bit more, and then I'll talk about the structure. Medium plus body to almost full body, so it's right there on the cusp. You can call it either way, but medium plus body to full body. Acid is medium, but I catch it on the finish, which kind of pulls everything together. That works for me. It doesn't have to be high acid or medium plus acid if it hits at the right place, and this definitely hits at the right place where all this lushness of fruit that's coming up the palate kind of has if you go bowling, you have sometimes they put the bumpers in to kind of keep everything down the middle. That's kind of what this does. It has like this acid bumper on both sides of the mouth, on both sides of the tongue. That's keeping all the fruit and the flavors within the palate. So I dig it, and that works perfectly. On the tannins, we have builders here. I would say tannins are medium plus. They're kind of on the cusp right there. Yeah, medium plus on the tannins. Finish is medium plus. There is one little dip between the third quarter to the fourth quarter, but because of the structure here and because this is delicious, I actually feel like because this is young, it's gonna once it ages a little bit, that'll be seamless on the finish. I think that dip will go away. I think right now it's just a little bit more structured. That everything hasn't found its legs yet on this wine. This has good mouthfeel. I like some spots of the dryness on the outside. So now I'm getting another red fruit that's popping up on the palate. Let's start off initially though. Up front, definitely raspberry, cranberry. As it gets into the mid palate, it gets more red cherry popping into that. Cranberry is like kind of the new fruit that's popping in now. Raspberry, cranberry up front with a little bit of pop of cherry in the mid palate to extend to the finish. As it gets in the mid palate, you're definitely getting a little bit of red currant. You're getting a little bit of a tobacco note here too, like maybe like a sweet tobacco note here, but not fully sweet. On the finish, there's also like a little bit of like a cinnamon, like cardamom spice there. There is one thing I'm missing and I can't put my finger on it, but it's here and it's gonna come to me after I get off the video and it's gonna drive me crazy. I love the juiciness here in the mid palate. There's a little bit of a white pepper too going on in the finish too that I like. And there's like a green, like kind of like a oregano thing that I'm catching now too on the finish. I like this wine. I like this wine quite a bit. If I'm scoring this wine, I'm going 90 here. Yeah, I'm going 90. I'm going 90 on this one. And I think that you can buy it and drink it right out the bottle. It's going to be good. But I think you set this down and let it age for like another couple of years to see if it's going to be better. But still here, I got this from Grocery Outlet during their sale. I got this for $6.99. So, I mean, for me, for something of this quality, for a Zinfandel, this is a must buy. Highly recommend you guys checking that out. Which, if you get your hands on, it's really, really delicious. As far as the newsletter for Grapes and Sand, again, I'm rearranging everything, so stay tuned for that. Definitely sign up, get in there, get your subscription early. Things are going to be changing. I'm going to be doing more. It's going to be a little bit more organized as far as week to week, and so I want you guys to be able to take advantage fully of it. If you subscribe standard, you're going to get some stuff, standard stuff. You get the article and some other things. If you pay the $5, which is $5 monthly, you get access to everything. And so highly recommend you do that. Other than that, guys, my question of the day today is, what was the last great Zinfandel you had? Until next time, cheers.